Welcome to the Explainer. So you've got traffic. People are actually clicking your links, they're visiting your store, but absolutely nobody is buying. Crickets. It's literally the most pull your hair out problem in e-commerce, right? You're probably sitting there thinking, man, maybe my product just stinks, or this niche is way too saturated, or I'm just incredibly unlucky. Well, let me stop you right there, because it's none of those things. Today, we're going to show you exactly why your store is bleeding visitors and converting 0 of them. And more importantly, we're going to break down exactly how to fix it, starting right now. Okay, let's dive right into this. Imagine you own this gorgeous physical store right on a busy main street. 1,000 people walk through your front doors today. They browse, they wander around, and then every single one of them leaves without spending a dime. Would you honestly blame the customers? No way. You'd immediately look at the store itself, right? You check the shelves, the layout, the pricing, just the whole vibe of the place. And that's the massive mindset shift we need to make today. We've got to stop blaming the traffic and start critically examining the digital environment you've actually built. Because, think about it, your e-commerce site is exactly like that physical shop. A brick-and-mortar store relies on neat shelves, a logical floor plan, and, a welcoming atmosphere to make sales. Your digital store, it relies on its homepage, its loading speed, and its product images. Just like a real-world shop with flickering fluorescent lights and a totally confusing layout, something inside your digital layout is actively pushing people out the door way before they even think about reaching for their wallets. So that brings us to Section 1, the trust background check. We need to completely flip the script here. The number one reason people don't buy from a new store, it's not because your price is $2 too high. It's not even the product itself. The real reason is a fundamental lack of trust. And this is where it gets kind of intense. 3 seconds. That's all you get. When a new visitor lands on their Shopify store for the very first time, their brain is subconsciously running a rapid-fire background check on you in just 3 seconds. They're looking for safety and they're looking for authenticity. If anything feels even slightly off, like if your messaging is super unclear, if your images look like cheap stock photos, or if there are 0 reviews, they are gone. And trust me, they are not coming back. And here's something that flies completely under the radar for most store owners, the devastating reality of store speed. If your digital store takes more than 3 seconds to load on a mobile device, and let's be real, a lot of them do, you are instantly losing more than half of your hard-earned traffic. Over 50% of your potential buyers are just gone. They bounce before product image even loads, before they read a single carefully crafted word on your page. It's a silent killer that destroys your conversions before the race even starts. So how do we plug this massive leak? That brings us to Section 2, fixing store conversion architecture. You know, the crucial gap between a struggling store that barely breaks even and a massive winning store isn't some giant ad budget. It's the architecture. Think of conversion architecture as a formal, almost scientific blueprint. It's the structural design of your store that systematically guides visitors right toward the buy button, rather than quietly confusing them into leaving. Look, this isn't about making your store look pretty for your own ego. This is the structural difference that separates a store scraping by at $500 a month from a powerhouse store pulling in 50 grand a month using the exact same amount of traffic. It's all about building a system, not just an aesthetic. Let's contrast these two approaches directly. A winning homepage. It hits you immediately with a clear, punchy statement of exactly what you sell and why it actually matters to the customer. But a losing homepage, usually it's some vague welcome message followed by a massive, clunky image slideshow that takes 4 seconds to load. Actually, scratch that. It feels like it takes 10 seconds to load. I gotta warn you, if your store is rocking that second approach, that is the root of your problem, right there. A slow, vague homepage is hands down the fastest way to completely tank your return on ad spend. Moving from the macro level of the homepage to the micro level, we hit Section 3, the product page, your store's aisle. If the homepage is your storefront window, well, the product page is the exact aisle where your customer is standing, holding the item in their hands. This is precisely where sales are won or lost. So let's simplify your objective entirely. Your product page has one job and one job only: make buying feel safe. We so often build stores to look good to us, the owners. But honestly, your customers do not care about your aesthetic preferences. They just want to know, is this real? Is this actually going to show up at my house? Is my credit card safe? If your product page doesn't answer those questions with a massive, resounding yes, it totally fails its only job. To make buying feel safe, here are your absolute non-negotiable must-haves. First up, real-life images. Ditch those boring white backgrounds. Show the product actually being used by a real person out in the real world. Second, pain point descriptions. Stop just listing dimensions and boring features. You need to speak directly to the problem your customer is trying to solve. And third, legitimate reviews. Having 0 reviews or, 3 highly suspicious generic ones is a massive red flag. It will terrify and scatter first-time buyers in a heartbeat.
Now for a really critical pivot. Section 4. Building offers, not pages.
This is where we separate the amateurs from the pros. We've got to stop simply listing items like we're boring catalog and start actively crafting compelling reasons to buy. Now, what's really interesting about this is the core distinction. A product, that's just the physical thing you sell. But an offer is everything wrapped around that product. It's the ironclad guarantee, the unexpected bonus, the genuine urgency, and the psychological framing. Winning stores don't just say, hey, buy this shirt. They say, here's what you get, here is exactly what happens if you aren't thrilled, and here is why today is the day you need to buy it. It's the offer, not the product, that turns a hesitant maybe into an enthusiastic yes.
Which leads us to Section 5. The fortune is follow-up.
But look, even with an amazing offer, people get distracted. The dog barks, the doorbell rings. That leads us to the baseline secret of highly profitable $50K a month stores. Let's map out this customer journey together. That initial visit, most struggling stores get exactly this one shot. No email sequence, no retargeting, just one visit. If they don't buy right then, that customer is gone forever. But look at the rest of this timeline. The average buyer actually needs 5 to 7 touch points before they feel comfortable enough to pull out their credit card. Through abandoned cart emails, retargeting ads, and value-driven messages, you're building trust over time. If you're relying on just that very first landing visit and you don't have an abandoned cart email sequence running right now, you are literally leaving thousands of dollars on the table every single month.
So the crucial point is summarized perfectly right here. The ad isn't the problem, the destination is the problem. Getting traffic is honestly the easiest part of the game today. Literally anyone can run a Facebook ad or post a viral video on TikTok. But paying good money to send traffic to a slow, unclear, untrustworthy store, that's exactly why your ad spend isn't returning a profit. You absolutely have to fix that foundational destination first.
And that brings us to a final provocative thought to leave you with today. Are you just paying for traffic, or are you actually building a store that converts? It's time to stop blaming your luck, stop blaming the algorithm, and definitely stop blaming your customers. Take a hard look at the structural architecture of your digital store. Fix the foundation, build trust, craft irresistible offers, and follow up relentlessly. Once you fix the system, the whole shebang gets so much easier. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Now go take a hard look at your store's architecture.